I know exactly what I'm doing. DFG, you heard? Yeah, I'm from the streets where the hood was swallowing me. Bullets are following me. These haters out to get me. Look how this Prada fit me. We move around with blickies. I got that bag, not a stash. Thick as Lionel Richie's. Jack riding out the 50. Many men wish death upon me. Don't hold your breath, a nigga step and get pressed to concrete. I'm God's blessed. I don't stress, I get dressed to R&B. Teflon on, doing duets with an Aubrey. It be some tragic shit. Paramedics looking sad as shit. Throw a sheet over you like a magic trick. This Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
When did Diddy recognize you?
So that was a little after, you know what I mean? So so from that, about like a year later, Sha was like, yo, Premier wants you to get on that. It's his new album.
Right.
Sha who?
Shiggy Sha.
Shiggy
The kid that's with the NYGs, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, he wants you to get on it. I kind of thought he was just like spinning me though, you know what I mean? But, you know, I was like, yo, good looking, all right, whatever, you know, one of them things. And sure enough, he called me one day, I got on the joint, and that was that. And then from there, I was like, yo, hold up. Nah, this thing might be real. Cause like now I know, you know, I'm no dummy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm on Gangstar album. Like he was platinum gold artist at that time. I'm like, at least 500,000 people gonna hear about me right about now, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, this thing might, you know. So at that point I was like, all right, well, you know, I kind of started trying to think a little smarter, you know what I mean? But I was still in the street hustling and all that.
Was one taken away from the other? Like street business taking up your industry time?
Yeah, in a way, like, you know, I would go months without writing rhymes sometimes just because I was out grinding, you know what I mean? I would, you know, and to me, it was like, it was what I had to do, you know? I was like, well, you know, you get that feeling like, it ain't time for this right now, you know what I'm saying? I got to hustle.
That was a priority.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get money and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, so a little after that, that's when I ran into, you know, the situation with Puffy and all that.
How'd that happen?
It was really through same thing, you know, me running around with demos and all that. I gave my and we talking about tapes, by the way. Nah. Tapes.
Those was the shit back in the day.
Dudes be like, demos, I told you he was smoking. Nah, he just said he had the demo in his pocket. Word up. So nah, you know what I'm saying? So I you know, I ran in, my bro had the tape, the tape joint.
Now you don't want to say demo?
That's a fact. So he let Rob, him and Rob was a little close, my man Puka Broxy.
Right.
You know, that's the kid I was talking about, special delivery, rap rule, you can ask Puka, that's my man, that's my bro. Right? So I was like, I said, you know, you don't let anybody, you know, listen to my joint, like, you know, one of them things. We let Rob hear, of course. Rob loved it, came see me like about a day or two later. Yo, bro, I want you to get on the album on one of those things, like, you know what I mean? Again, I was like, yeah, all right, cool, thank you. Thank you, Black Rob, good to meet you, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace,
yeah,
Black Rob.
Rest in peace to the brother.
Rest in peace,
my brother, man.
You didn't know him before that?
Nah, I heard of him, you know what I mean? Like, people told me, you know, he had got signed and, you know, and dudes was like, yo, you gotta know him. He used to always be running around rhyming, banging on the bench and rhyming. I just be like, damn, I might know him, you know? And then when I seen him, I was like, oh, okay, I did remember him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that was kind of the first time we actually met. Like, yo, what's going on, you know?
Right.
And
See that? No Google. He couldn't Google.
Yeah, like,
you had to wait to see the nigga.
Right. I didn't know who he looked like. I heard about him for months, like literally, like, you know. And then got to meet the brother, and he was like, yo, I want you to get on the album. You know what I'm saying? And,
the first time he meets you, he asked you to be on his album.
Word. From that joint. I had it was a joint called Dollar Bill. And I was kind of like talking about money. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about money like it was a girl, you know what I mean? You know, not too many want it. Not too many got it. Everybody want it, you know what I mean? And he was like, he was kind of intrigued on the joint, you know, so he loved that joint. He pulled up. He was like, yo, I want you on the album. I couldn't. That's why another reason I was like, word?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, he like, yo, I'm gonna call you, bro. I was like, all right.
So your demo got to, how did your demo get in the hands of Diddy?
Diddy never heard the demo. Like,
Oh, he never heard it?
Nah.
All right.
I wound up, what happened was I got on Black Rob's album.
Right.
Because he actually called me. Like,
Which
you know
was a classic project.
Word. So that's
Big
a fact.
project.
Classic. Like, I didn't realize how classic it was until he put it all together, and I was like, damn, son, like he was a genius, bro. By the way, like, you know what I mean? The kid that could put something together. You'd be like, yo, why you like this beat? Well, like, why? Like, you know what I mean? And he'd be like, yo, look, cause you. Like, people don't know, man. BR was an intelligent brother, man. You know what I'm saying? But so, you know, when I got on BR, when I got on this album, that's when Puff heard this stuff. You know what I mean? Like when I got on this album, he heard the rhyme. You know, really, it was really because the A&R dug the rhyme. Hoffa, yeah. He was like, yo, you know, I want to sign you. You know what I mean? But he was like, yo, I want to sign you. This is, you know, let me talk to your managers and all of that. And they talked, and he hung up. He's like, yo, so look, you know, we gonna get these lawyers together and all of that, but the final say so is Petey, you know what I mean? So I was like, he was like, yeah, he gotta meet you before anything happens, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, why? So that was how that went, you know. Then once I got with Puff, you know, then it was like, yo, all right, we gonna sign you.
How was that first encounter meeting Puff?
It was crazy. Believe it or not, it wasn't as intimidating as you would think, because it was like, he was just like regular, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I pulled up, they sent the whip for me, and then I came to where he was at. I think he was in, he might have been in the studio, and I pulled him up, and I pulled up at the studio, and they like, yo, don't you even gotta come up, he coming down. Then he came down, and he was like, yo, good to meet you, man. He's like, yo, just wanna go get something to eat. I was like, all right, you know, it was mad regular, like, you know what I'm saying? So we went and got something to eat. We were just chopping it up. He was like, yo, so why, like what made you just ask me questions about hip hop and stuff like that? Like, yo, so, you know, what made you get into hip hop? Like, you know, and I was explaining myself, like, you know, stuff like that. And then after we finished eating, he was like, yo, I'm gonna sign you, bro. You know what I mean? And then that was that.
So you ain't have to go through the whole thing of spitting 30 verses.
Nah.
Cheesecake.
Well, nah. Cheesecake. None of that.
Cheesecake.
No cheesecake. No cheesecake. No cheesecake.
Nah,
So what was your answer?
To Puff?
Yeah.
I mean,
So what made you get into hip hop?
really, I was, you know, I was kind of like, you know, looking for a deal for a while. You know what I mean? So, you know, they was like the hottest label at that time.
No, to what made you get into hip hop?
Yeah.
Oh, to what made me get into hip
The
hop?
questions that he asked you. What were your answers?
Yeah. Well, he asked me like, yo, like what do I, why do I, you know, like hip hop? And then he asked me, he was kind of doing the talking, like, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, you know, you gotta understand, like, this is a science, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was kind of like, yo, it's not music. People don't really understand that music is like, you know, it's a whole science to the thing. And like, he was kind of blowing my mind. Like, I never really looked at it. Like, all I knew to do was write some words, make sure they was, you know, hot, and you know, spit my lyrics and stuff like that. But he was like, yo, you know, it's a science to this, like you know, putting the beats together and you know, putting the rhyme, making sure everything, like. So I was just kind of listening. And then he asked me, he said, yo, so what made you like get into hip hop? So I told him, I said, you know, I grew up, I tell everybody the same thing though, like, you know, I grew up listening to, you know, I just admired, you know, the wordplay that dudes, you know, put together. You know, it was amazing to me, like how people could put, you know, words together that rhyme and, you know what I'm saying? So that was what I told him, you know what I'm saying? He was like, all right. And then I was explaining myself. He was like, yo, when you know, what's your birthday, stuff like that. I was like, yo, man, I'm you know, born in November 19th. He was like, oh, you're Scorpio. He's a Scorpio.
74?
So, yeah, 74.
Right.
So he was like, yo, I'm a Scorpio too. He was like, wow, that's crazy. He said, so we started like kind of realizing that we looked at things kind of in the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, that's dope. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, because I'm a little analytical too. I was like, yeah, you know, I like to, you know, I kind of like to look at stuff and, you know, kind of like, you know, just you know, pick it apart, like, you know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, I'm kind of that way too, man. You know, Scorpios are just analytical people in general, you know? And I was like, yeah, wow, no doubt. So we kind of just chopped it up like that, you know?
Not according to my baby mom. We're okay.
Oh,
yeah.
And we're
that's a different story. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a story. We'll continue.
yeah.
I'm just saying. She just took a second to analyze shit. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
So y'all bonded.
Yeah.
It's two Scorpios.
Yeah, basically. Yep. I think that, you know.
And from there, what happened?
And from there, he was like, yo, so he's like, yo, I gotta make a move. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, look, it was good meeting you. He was like, yo, I'm gonna sign you though, all right? Just like that. He was like, yo, I'm gonna sign you though. I was like, all right.
You say all right to everybody.
I was like, all right, well, yo, all right, that's what's up. He was like, so look, man, I know you gotta get uptown. You know what I'm saying? Piece me off. Yo, look, get uptown. You know what I mean? And yo, we gonna, you know, they already got everything going. So, you know, we probably be, you know, so he's like, yo, come to the studio. Such and such date, you know what I'm saying? You know, I want you to start, you know, writing to some stuff, you know what I mean? I was like, all right.
You said he pieced you off?
Yeah, he gave me like some money to get uptown, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
He was
wasn't like
nah, it was
5,000 real quick, like
it was a couple of dollars. He went in his pocket. He was
coming
like,
out your budget.
He was like, where you going? I was like, I'm going back uptown. He was like, yo. He went in his pocket. He was like, yo, get uptown. You know what I'm saying? And I was that. And so I got, you know.
That was solid.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, the perception was always you and Black Rob was so close, and Black Rob was signed first. It always looked like Black Rob walked you into the deal.
Right.
Oh, copy. Yeah, a lot of people kind of. I mean, he basically did, you know, inadvertently. Like, if he never called me to get on his album, you know what I'm saying? Then the A&R was there. It's like it all kind of just lined up. The A&R was there that day, and that's how that.
But what I'm saying is, y'all look tight. Like you and Rob, y'all look like
you was down with Rob,
exactly,
and he just pulled you up.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all have been running for years, went to school together or something, and he was like, as soon as I get on, I'm gonna put my man. It looked like one of those situations.
Oh, what?
So this whole story is
oh word.
This whole story is something I don't know.
Why you giving me mixed signals? Let's be honest, you want some dick in you. Or you don't. I don't know. Baby, you